Hi Libra, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of April 18th to the 24th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me, and do keep in mind, per usual, this is general for the week, so just take what resonates. But thank you in advance for your love and support, your likes, comments, and subscriptions to this lovely channel if you haven't done so already. And to book a personal reading with myself, just reach out via email. Everything you need is down below. I will definitely get that started for you. And don't forget to stick with me to the very end of this reading, this video, to get an answer to your own yes or no question. So think of it along the way. Now, more importantly, I did not channel an overall message for you as guided by Spirit, before the reading. You were one of the 4 signs selected for that throughout for this set of weeklies. Bear with me. But I will determine that after the fact. But you did receive a song on shuffle from Spirit to speak upon your week. Dance Into the Light by Colins. Dance into the light. They're saying the spotlight. And so let's begin. We're going to start by pulling whatever messages we get from the Halloween Oracle deck. And then we'll further speak upon your week with the Gilded Tarot Royale deck. I feel like you are being pushed to recognize through other people, through your work potentially, even through certain small struggles, right? Depending on your situation, that you are emotionally intelligent. Wow, I really feel like the struggle is real, but I really feel as if you are thinking thoroughly about how a situation is leaving you feeling a bit limited, tied up, but also feeling quite connected to a community, working towards a goal diligently, but not overstressing about it, feeling as if you don't have a full, clear image, clarity of the future, but you feel confident about it to an extent, feeling like you just know what you're doing throughout the week when it comes to your work, when it comes to your business, when it comes to even advice you're giving out, okay? Showing people that what you've been through has been a shit ton. It's been difficult, but it's helped you get to where you are, and it's helped you become a better version of yourself. Desiring an ending, to say the least, and it could definitely be wrapped up with that situation that's leaving you feeling a bit tied up, a bit tangled, as my legs were just tangled like a pretzel. That came up in another reading. But I feel as if at midnight you're either woken up or you're still up at that point, and there's a focus on the clock, right? Around midnight, it could be an angel number, but I feel as if there's a connection to an ending. There's a connection to the afterlife as well, the spiritual realm, if you will. Anyways, we have graveyard, unnecessary fear. So it's like you're confident about your future, but then at certain points you fear a little bit. You expect others in your midst or in your life to fear the worst, right? Trying not to pick up on, or hold on to rather, unnecessary fear that is other people's energy. It feels like you could be surrounded by anxious or less emotionally intelligent energy, right? So if you're empathic as a Libra, make sure you're cleansing thoroughly throughout the week. It is essential. But it feels like in certain situations it's easier to cleanse than others. Again, there's a focus on the afterlife, on spirits potentially being messed with spiritually. They're saying I would watch Leo's reading. You may feel as if you're pushed to reflect or even to dream at certain points throughout the week on situations that came to an end, or even a chapter of your life that was a bit more, I don't want to use that word that they're giving me, spooky. Okay, that's the word I'm going to go with. It came up in another reading. But the underworld, where all things pause and begin again. You may feel as if this pausing and beginning again feels very tied into your past in a lot of ways, full circle kind of feeling. Or you could find as if there's a beauty in implementing a level of effort into your work, right? Producing something. And even if you have more to produce, pausing and then beginning again, right? That breath of fresh air, that break, that clear-minded, that the benefits of separating oneself, right? And that being implemented, or even thinking about implementing that in a larger sense, right? Stepping away from a relationship, a connection, or certain friendships, and seeing the benefit of that may have been more focused in the past week or past couple weeks, but it feels like in certain other ways it's quite relevant throughout this week. It always doesn't have to be 24/7 or super consistent for it to be beneficial or more advantageous. Okay, we're going to continue with some tarot. You're going to find that spirit clears out a thought process either in the middle of it or before you're about to sort through something, and there's a reason for it. It could be just to mess with you, but it also, I feel like, more so is to help you, to prevent you, right, from dwelling on something, overthinking something, or trying to prepare too ahead of time, right? And all the meanwhile, they're giving you other thoughts. The Chariot and the Six of Wands coming out, being put in the spotlight, right? Going back to, I was going to say the overall message, but the song, talking about how you're dancing into the light, right? Showing off a little bit throughout the week, but then feeling as if the struggle is just quite real. People noticing you for someone who does experience a lot of ups and downs and just dips in your energy and then increases, right? But balanced all the meanwhile to an extent. Loving your alone time, even if that's not quite present throughout the week. Feeling as if you're just put on stage for more than one reason, but one big reason in particular for you individually. Feeling as if the motivation is alive. Wanting to catch your breath but not feeling it's really doable, but then being pushed to recognize that you don't need to know it all in order to move forward, okay? You don't need to recognize the potential of something in order to trust that it's part of your destiny. Interesting. Or just trust that it's part of your individual path. I just feel as if you need to have patience with oneself, even with the process of coming to terms with an ending in order to embrace a future beginning. You're feeling like the Queen of Cups at certain points where you're a bit emotional, but a bit motherly, wanting to take care of people, but just needing to focus on oneself in a lot of ways, all right? They're saying training, but I feel as if the Five of Wands coming out, oh, spiritual training for a new beginning, interesting. Or it could be work training, but I feel like you're also, keeps building upon itself. You're also being pushed to train oneself, your mind, to benefit oneself in a future change situation, which is going to be beautiful for oneself. Five of Wands and Judgment, feeling as if there's a level of chaos in the midst of a situation, okay? You need to be honest with yourself. Or you could feel like your living situation or work situation is a little bit chaotic or just uneasy in energy, even if it's calm. And therefore, in that situation, you're being pushed to be honest with somebody, multiple people, or you're in that situation separately, being honest with a group of people, a community of some sort, as I couldn't even say that. You could find that the way you say things, communicate, is a little bit off at certain points because of the energy in the air or the spirits that surround you at points. Feeling quite guarded, but being pushed to get your voice out there in a lot of ways. Understanding that your Libran song is meant to transform lives, but more importantly, at the top of that priority list is meant to transform your life. But at times thinking about how you want to help people and therefore you know that's going to benefit you along the way. It definitely should, okay? I need to be honest with oneself as to how a situation that feels a bit stressful isn't going to benefit you moving forward, hence why you have goals for the future. But I also feel as if you're being pushed to recognize a little bit, in a bit more of a clear way, some clarity coming in basically from spirit in regards to a chaotic past situation. They were saying you weren't as happy as you thought, okay? An underlining focus on feeling a bit burnt out, okay? Feeling as if you're overworked or just have a lot going on. People are not realizing all that you deal with behind closed doors, but the confidence is there, okay? Not lacking confidence throughout the week, to say the least. Feeling very connected to a water sign is what I'm hearing. But we have the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Very in touch with your feminine side for a lot of you. Feeling as if the abundance is just flowing in, your work is paying off. People need your services, your products, but more so your services. People just see you as somebody who gets the job done, right? Very much a full schedule throughout the week, but then again, desiring your alone time. And it feels like the wheel is turning for you, more than one wheel. You're going to find that you just are somebody who achieves their dreams. Even if you feel like you have to an extent before, It feels like there's a focus on trying to continuously improve or better one's life and it failing or not succeeding in the way you thought it would, right? It just feels as if you're pushed to recognize that doesn't have to determine your future, which they're saying is bright. As we do have the King of Wands, keep that passion alive. Sit back on your throne and manifest, all right? Show people how it's done. Show people what you're made out of. And move forward and dance into the light like the song says. And be the true Libra that you're meant to be in this life. As your goals take a true focus once again. And you shine for all to see. Beautiful. Let's answer your question. They're saying as well, don't let certain decisions stress you out. As I saw the Two of Pentacles. For Libra. Alrighty, as it picks up speed, you're getting an answer of no. You got a no. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Libra.